Hi Scorps. Happy Happy June. Welcome to June. I can't believe we're in the mid of the year already. Now Scorps, this reading looks very exciting for you this month, and I'm really happy, and I really hope that things of such do come to fruition for you, or if not, very, very similar. Now I'm gonna get started and jump right into it. Okie dokie. Coming into the month, I feel like you guys are moving to a place, literally and physically, where your dreams can come true and you can form a more prosperous life where you can flourish. And I say that because you're coming into the month with the Eight of Water, which speaks of moving on. The water is cup sign energies like Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, such as yourself. And for this to be paired up with the Sun of Fire, oh gosh, don't mess up my nice alignment. For this to be paired up with the Sun of Fire, I feel like this is definitely highlighting that you're moving on to a more prosperous life, or where dreams or things that are more beneficial to you. Okay? What's with the placement on this thing? It's bothering me. This is a Native American deck, so it's not as traditional as the normal tarot card decks, but it has some beautiful, beautiful ancient wisdom, ancient Native American or Native Indian, American Indian wisdom, and it's so wonderful. These are like my new favorites. So if you aren't physically traveling to a new location, you are doing some tough inner work to align yourself with things and people and values that serve you now. Okay? You may be ready to just leave everything behind for adventure. And others of you may be leaving a fire sign or someone who was only temporarily who was only a temporary kind of situation, who moves quickly from person to person. Or this could be your energy. This energy is swift, enthusiastic, but charming energy, okay? The Son of Fire, or the Knight of Fire, or the Knight of Wands in the traditional deck. Isn't the pictures beautiful? But it's definitely some sort of moving on from something, some sort of movement, momentum, because both of these cards speak of movement, whether it's from a person or whether it's to a destination or traveling to a new location. And the advice from this is to come in from the cold, is to lose those insecure feelings. And I say that because you have the Five of Earth, which depicts insecurity. It often feels like you're being left out in the cold. It often feels like no one understands you, or you're having financial problems and heartbreak and hurt, or you're feeling like you're not getting along or not feeling connected to a loved one. But with the presence of it being in reverse, it means that insecurity is diminishing, it's dissolving, it's evaporating, and you're becoming more confident in who you are. You're leaving feelings of feeling worn out, alone, and you're also releasing negative thinking, and that feeling of feeling like you're a victim, especially if you're shedding your skin from a divorce, which can also represent this Ten of Air in reverse. The Ten of Air is the swords in the normal decks, and the swords are quite cutting and cutthroat. So just imagine this having some sort of sword-like energy, with feeling like something is piercing as a dagger through the back of your spine, and feeling like you're pinned up against the wall, or feeling like a victim, or feeling like no one understands you. But I like the fact that they're using the darkness of birds here, or birds that normally come around when it's got to do with death, or got to do with some sort of message or transformation. I love the depiction in this reading on the feathers, and the feathers symbolizing air and floating. But this negative thinking is coming to an end because it's in reverse as well. So with these two paired up, is very, very amazing. And also this can also mean a divorce or a breakup or a settlement of some sort, because the swords can mean the judicial system in some way. I feel like you're releasing or you're leaving and coming from a relationship you felt you always had to be on edge with. And the presence of this Page of Wands, or this Daughter of Fire, and this, let me get it right for this for this deck. Oh, these cards are so beautiful. This Daughter of Fire here, the presence of her here can mean, I'm gonna give you a few different stories, okay? It's not gonna be for everyone. It can depict a love affair that was like always explosive or in an unhealthy, attention dramaful kind of way, attention seeking dramaful kind of way. It can also denote a karmic relationship that was meant to help you grow, but now the affirmation is that, right, it's time to go. Okay? For the rest of you, this page is giving off good vibes because of newly renowned passion and connection to spirit, and almost feeling like you're one with the divine, just like how the smoke is rising here, this sacred herbs of sage burning, just like how was burning in here. I feel like that she's burning sacred sage because that was very important to the Native Americans, and to clear off negative energy. So it's funny how this is actually paired up with the sage, or the essence of this card is actually paired up with a card that actually is called negative thinking. So it's definitely this sage, or this Daughter of Fire, or this passion, or this smoke is here to clear the way, and here to renew something. Okay, feeling, or this can even maybe feeling one with the divine, or maybe even a child, especially after almost feeling like something wasn't going to work. Okay, and the earnest is like this earnest, eager to be adventurous and to take risks doing things you have never done before. That's also what the Daughter of Fire can represent. And it's passion projects, it's creativity, it's taking action, it's being courageous, it's trusting your spirit and trusting your spirit guides to guide you in the right way. And then the outcome of this alignment here, because it's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So the outcome in this alignment here, you have the Five of Fire in reverse. Five of Fire speaks of stress, inner conflict, unhealthy competition. But with it in reverse, it means a relief from stress. So that is beautiful. You are going to have an outcome of relief of stress if from all of this, okay? And paired up with the Two of Air, or the Two of Swords in the traditional deck, there is inner peace and clarity. Beautiful. So I feel like this grants is making a conscious decision. With this Two of Air, you're making a conscious decision and sticking to it. And possibly after a conversation of letting your feelings known to someone, whether it's the ex that you're trying to let go, or whether it's someone that you have an interest in that you was hiding your feelings from. Okay? And now moving along to another situation that stands with you this month, you have the Spiritual Warrior. Boom. This is a beautiful card. This card is often a replica of the Chariot. Okay? So, with this Spiritual Warrior here, and the Sun, because the Sun is also paired up with it, I feel like your dignity and poise is elevated. Beautiful cards. Your self-respect is through the roof because your inner and outer world is aligned, and other people are taking notice as well. Humble, serene, and inner conflict is no longer, because this warrior is ready for anything. Okay, ready to charge ahead. Your dark and light energies are in sync with each other, and you are in harmony and peace and bliss. Radiant energy. Success may be coming your way financially and on the business side as well, because also in alignment with this line here, you have the Nine of Earth, which makes itself known, And I'll get more into this when I get to this section of the reading. But I'll just highlight now that it represents tangible results and a success in business. Okay? These two cards together can also mean traveling, because the Chariot often depicts someone like with forceful, like with horses, like giddy up, and a chariot ready to go for travel, movement, momentum, barking up the right tree, making the right decisions, victory and success. And so just imagine that paired up with the sun. Beautiful. So traveling to a place of recuperation can be the meaning, or forward movement or momentum, either mental or physical. This can also mean a holiday romance heats up very passionately in total bliss, or this can mean a holiday with the family. The advice is that you've got the Father of Earth and the Clown here. So I feel like the advice is to trust your adventurous spirit. That is what the Clown represents. And the Clown is a replica or equivalent to the Fool card in the traditional tarot card decks. Okay? So if trust your adventurous spirit. If you feel like you should take a leap of faith in a new business venture, then do so. And I say that because it's paired up with the Father of Earth. Earth is tangible. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, very practical, down to earth, reliable. Pentacles is also the symbolism of the earth, which means money and coins and accumulation. Okay? And I feel like you should do this because you may get recognized for your artistic talents. And that's probably what the presence of the moon is here. But I'll get more into that when I get down to that segment. Maybe this means to complete an unfinished project or a long-standing dream. But definitely do the meaningful soul work. As the Father of us has the Midas touch. Remove ego and be in harmony with the self. I feel like the combination of these two is could be saying to let your inner child emerge, or simply spend time doing creative things with your child, because that will ground you and give you life like never before and in ways that you cannot imagine, Scorps. I don't know why, but that's just what I feel like the Master Spirit wants some of you to know. This also may be telling you to join in earthy pleasures and dance. The Father of Earth is earthy-like pleasures, and then you have the Clown here, which is wants to have fun and be free. So with them paired up together, I feel like it may be saying dance, feel the rhythm of the earth, feel the beat, feel the sand beneath your toes. Even if you live in a polluted city like me in London, just imagine it, okay? Because I feel like it will do wonders for your psyche if you cannot physically travel, okay? Also, Scorpions, find a balance. Overall, just find a balance between work and play. Alright? And then the outcome of these is basically you have the moon. And I feel like this moon is, in this situation, is saying you're bringing something to life. Possibly old creative dreams, fantasies, empathy, trusting in your intuition, secret desires are surfacing. But just definitely find a good balance in your emotional pendulum, like, because Scorpios are water signs are turbulent, so the emotions tend to fluctuate a lot. So just find a good balance in your emotions is what this can mean, okay? And then for the final row, I feel like you might have came into the month longing for someone, and that's what the presence of this Eight of Cups is a result of. Wanting to move on because from longing for someone or something. But you kind of maybe realized that you was better off maybe without this person. And I say this because you have the Three of Air or the Three of Doubt in reverse. The Three of Swords in reverse. In the traditional decks, this often depicts a heartbreak and a dagger piercing through a heart. But in reverse, it's a good thing because it means healing. It means that you're recovering from that, and you're coming from that. So maybe you're feeling like you're better off separate ways from someone, and I feel like you're both maybe doing well. Healing is occurring. It may be from a divorce or just a separation from a long-standing relationship that had a big chunk of your life in your life. This Three of Swords in reverse can also mean legal systems or judicial systems and some sort of order of some sort. Or it can mean healing from a past heartbreak from somewhere of an air descendant. And I say that because you have the Mother of Air in reverse. The Mother of Air is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, sorry. And it can also be a father, it can be a man. This is a gender neutral reading because it's a general reading. The genders are going to be neutral, and the mother may come out as a father and the father may come out as a mother. But just the essence may be depicting an air sign, but if not, it can depict someone of air-like qualities. But in reverse, I feel like they could have been impossible to deal with, like overbearing or too discerning or too rigid and overly critical. Or this could be you that was like that. Or with them coming up in reverse, it can mean that you was just incompatible and they are now a thing of the past. And all of this is leaving you confident for some of you, and a newfound widower. The Nine of Pentacles or the Nine of Earth is depicted in the other readings of a woman who is feeling luxurious. She has wonderful fabrics surrounding her, wonderful fabrics touching her skin. She feels glorious, she feels luxurious, she feels in her element, she feels beautiful because she has success in business, and she is often a widower or an independent woman who does things on her own, or an independent man, or just independence, or just singledom, and doing things, accomplishing things on your own is what this card can depict. It is definitely a card of accumulation, of grounding, of finances, of accumulating wealth. Also, it can mean that you're self-reliant now. You're focusing on personal goals and business ideas, and you're reaping many rewards and possessions. Accumulation is the name of the game here. Those of you in stable bonds are simply leaving the heartache as a thing in the past and overly discerning, stern, and rigid critical beliefs behind, and you're enjoying a holiday with your family is simply what these cards mean for some of you in established bond. Gotta get the message for everybody. And also I feel like there's a little birdie chirping in my ear saying that some of you may be undergoing some sort of surgery or healing surgery. That could be the presence of these swords here, this healing, and then this Mother of Air, and then the Nine of Earth, because it could be a presence on beauty or on appearance, and then the Three of Swords in reverse can mean surgical something. Then the Mother of Air can also mean surgical, because she's a Queen of Swords in the traditional deck. So I'm just trying to merge and blend the different meanings of the Native American and of the traditional decks. So yeah, some maybe undergoing some sort of surgery, and you may be healing or recovering from the surgery. It could be cosmetic surgery of some kind, which is the presence of this Nine of Earth here, or like plastic surgery or something. Obviously, this will only resonate with a select few of you, but my spirit is telling me it definitely isn't ruled out to say it, so I just said it. The advice, yeah, from all of this is transformation. Beautiful. Death, rebirth, phoenix rising from its ashes. Now, Scorpio, you are no stranger to this because this is your element. You thrive here. And after all, death is the card that is the traditional card for Scorpion, and it is this is the death card in the traditional deck. Scorps. So have faith to surrender, to jump with a leap of faith, to detach, and to let go. Be confident in rejuvenating yourself and shed some of that scorpionic skin. Scorpionic. Allow me. Letting go of unnecessary baggage is what this card means, whether literally or in the form of people, or mentally and emotionally from your inner psyche. The outcome of all this, you have the 3 of fire. Integrity is the name of the game here. The essence of integrity, acceptance of yourself and who you are, will dissolve competitiveness and envy. Because you're also on the same line here, you have the 5 of stress in reverse, so that means you're releasing that competitive, unhealthy detachment of sorts. Okay? So, this 3 of earth, 3 of fire. And being in reverse, you're relieving stress and calming the inner conflict. You've planted seeds, you've done the deeds, and now you're waiting for your ships to harbor. And because you follow your heart to people and situations that will help you to expand yourself, your image, or your brand. Okay? That's why you're waiting for your ships to harbor. You're waiting for it to come and get your wealth or get your what's due for you. Those of you who are completely single may want to convey their feelings for someone. And that could be what this presence of this 2 of air here, also in alignment of this, means. You're ready to let it rip and let it all out. And you want to shed some light and illumination or their secret desires and take a certain friendship to the next level. Illumination, the presence of the moon, also in alignment with this line here. Taking a friendship or relationship to the next level. You also may decide on holiday that you want to leave someone behind for someone else because you have a set of 2 3s in the same spread. Now, 3s in a love reading is tricky because it can indicate more than one person, and it may be a tight knit and a tight blend between an end in one relationship and the start of another. Okay? Now, that is your reading. I'm going to read you some oracle cards, Scorp. Basically, what I feel like Spirit does not want you to do this month is to focus on the loss or regret and disappointment of a love. Because you had the 5 of Cups come up with that, and that means disappointment. I don't have it here. I put it back in the deck. But when I asked Spirit, what do you not want Scorpio to do this month? And 5 of Cups came on. So don't focus on loss or regret and disappointment of a loved one. And what Spirit wants you to focus on is being the medicine woman. Beautiful card, isn't it? Now, the medicine woman is equivalent to the high priestess in the traditional decks. This is basically saying to listen to your voice of spirit and intuition, feminine wisdoms, accelerate healing processes, okay? Submission to these frequencies will heal you, all right? They will heal you, and believe in your own healing powers. Give room for your spirit to talk to you. Be silently alert. Consciously let go of negative thought patterns. Beautiful. Now, onto your oracle messages. You received everything is okay from the magic messages from the fairies. Don't worry, it's all working out in your favor. Beautiful. And then you received healing family issues for some of you. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And I also feel like in this essence, your spouse or an ex-spouse. Flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others for those of you who are single. And then chemistry. There is a strong magnetic connection here. Those of you who might meet someone on holiday or who sparks your fire and rekindles that again. And also heart-to-heart conversations. And all these ones of these These last 4 cards I just read it from the Romance Angels. Honestly discuss your feelings for another if you're holding your feelings secret from someone. Okay? Let it rip. And then you also have Death card came up again, and the Death card came up in reverse, but it came up in a form of oracle. So this message is definitely pertaining to you and telling you that you need to make the necessary changes and don't block them. Don't block the changes, okay? With it being in reverse. Important changes are blocked and delayed. Stop clinging on to old habits and things, okay? Release the outgrown and outworn ways of must happen in order to move on to the next stage of development. Meditating upon breathing in truth and bringing in light. It is important to look to the future, however unknown and frightening it is. And then also in this deck, you received Penelope the Dream Weavers. Penelope the Dream Weavers is telling you inspiration, magical dreams, and visions. The message here: seek visions and inspiration. Be aware that they are often subtle and require close attention. Fantasies, dreams, and daydreams are all places of inspiration. Fairy can contact us, but she can also pop up unannounced in the midst of the most ordinary of activities, in the bath, washing the dishes, driving the car, or anywhere else that our mind is half occupied and half running on idle. Pay special attention to on-site inspiration at this time. They have something wonderful to offer you, but it is up to you to catch them and bring them into reality. These 2 cards depict that a lot. Going in and following spirit. Spiritual warrior and medicine woman. You received snake from the medicine cards. Snake is telling you, number 6, transmutation. Snake medicine people are very rare. Their initiation involves experiencing and living through multiple snake bites, which allows them to transmute all poisons, be they mental, physical, spiritual, or emotional. The power of the snake medicine is the power of creation, for it embodies sexuality, psychic energy, alchemy, reproduction, and ascension or immortality. This transmutation of the life-death rebirth cycle is exemplified by the shedding of snake skin. It is the energy of wholeness, cosmic consciousness, and the ability to experience anything willingly and without resistance. It is the knowledge that all things are equal in creation, and that those things which might be experienced as poison can be eaten, ingested, integrated, and transmuted if one has the proper state of mind. This medicine teaches you on a personal level that you are a universal being. Through accepting all aspects of your life, you can bring about the transmutation of fire medicine. This fire energy, when functioning on the material plane, creates passion, desire, procreation, and physical vitality. On the emotional plane, it becomes ambition, creation, resolutions, and dreams. That fire that we spoke of earlier, son of fire and daughter of fire. When this snake energy reaches its spiritual plane, it comes wisdom, understanding, wholeness, and connection to the Great Spirit. If you have chosen this symbol, there is a need within you to transmute some thought, action, or desire so that wholeness can be achieved. This is heavy magic, but remember, magic is no more than a change in consciousness. Become the magician or the enchantress. Transmute the energy and accept the power of the fire. Beautiful. And then the little message. Snake, come crawling. There's fire in your eyes. Bite me, excite me. I'll learn to realize. The poison transmuted brings eternal flame. Open me to heaven to heal me again. Awesomeness. Last but not least, you have received Truth Be Told in the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. There is the truth, which is the essence of a thing, and then there is a truth, subjective according to the philosophy of the adherent or the believer. There is not a time for debate about which truth is truer. This is a time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent, honest, open in your communication with others and with yourself. Nothing less than surrender to what is. Peeling off the layers of denial that kept you tied to an illusion will set you free. Be authentic and gloriously flawed, and Spirit will answer with miracles. Relationship message. People tell you who they are very quickly, or if you are willing to listen to what they say and pay attention to how they behave. This card calls you to engage in a heartfelt, open communications. It's time to see the truth about what you share with each other and tell the truth about who you are and what you need. No one can do that for you. Remember, your truth is always based on your personality and experience up to now. A higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly. See how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Don't hold back. Speak your truth and listen. And then you've received milk and honey. Number 51. Milk and honey is beautiful. The taste of prosperity, opportunities, and born authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. You've entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious, when all your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities in the universe. These times are precious and only come when you're in your authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, in quotations that says, not wanting, yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. This abundance is an energy that you are living a part of. All your needs are being met. You are giving the gift of nourishment in every form. In a relationship message, sensuality, connection, and passionate romance between lovers, sweet moments of understanding, and love among friends and family are all here for you to savor now. Your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you will be nourished with the honey of abundance. The prosperity message: there is only one authentic you. This version of yourself is spirit emissary in the world. When you're in alignment with the truth that you are a unique expression of the divine, your ego can rest and your soul can illuminate your purpose. Now is the time when you're seeking your true north. When you find this direction, you automatically step into prosperity, and the world brings you evidence of abundance. Miracles are a choice and a way of seeing the world. I feel like I should highlight the Nine of Earth here. Brings you evidence of abundance. Miracles are a choice and a way of seeing the world. With every choice you make right now, you have the potential to seize good fortune and embrace your destiny. Opportunities will lead you to your best life now. Be open to them. You're getting a taste of what you want. Boom blast! That is a beautiful reading, Scorps. I'm sorry about the mess that I have made. But thank you, and I hope that you enjoyed this message. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.